Good morning. From coast to coast, a wave of defiance is sweeping the nation, with thousands taking to the streets. We'll bring you the latest on these widespread protests and the escalating tensions in Los Angeles. But stay with us until the very end, because we'll reveal Senator Bernie Sanders' powerful statement on the rise of authoritarianism in America, a warning that's resonating deeply across the country. Don't miss these crucial updates. Let's dive in.
Under emergency declaration, I can get the approvals done myself without having to go through years of waiting. And the big problem is we need double the energy we currently have in the United States. Can you imagine? For AI to really be as big as we want to have it, because it's a very competitive, it'll be very competitive with China and others. So I'm going to give emergency declarations so that they can start building them almost immediately. And I think it was largely my idea because nobody thought this was possible. It wasn't that they were not smart, because they're the smartest. But I told them that what I want you to do is build your electric generating plant right next to your plant as a separate building connected. And they said, wow, you're kidding. And I said, no, I'm not kidding. You don't have to hook into the grid, which is old and, could be.
Which led to widespread political tension between the Trump administration and Democratic leaders. Major demonstrations took place in key cities, including Philadelphia, Chicago, and across California in San Francisco, San Diego, and Los Angeles. In Los Angeles, opposition to the immigration raids prompted President Trump to take control of the state's National Guard and deploy U.S. Marines, further escalating
in
tensions.
these dangerous, crazy,
in New
and
York
rapidly
City,
moving
marchers
times,
convened
I
at
say a
Bryant
few
Park
words
before
as to
proceeding
where
down Fifth
I think
Avenue.
we are right
The Seattle
now,
Police Department
and how we
estimated
best
a
go
crowd
forward
size
if
exceeding
we ought to
70,000 in their
defeat
city,
oligarchy,
reporting no confrontations or
authoritarianism,
property
and
destruction.
horrific attacks
Los Angeles
against
Mayor
low-income and
Karen Bass
working-class
commented
Americans
on the
throughout our
protests,
country.
stating, "Let's
Let
make
us
sure we
be
show
clear.
the world the best of Los
We are
Angeles in
living
our
under an
country.
oligarchic
Let's
form
stand in
of
contrast
society,
to the provocation,
which has created more
escalation, and
income
violence.
and wealth
The
inequality
city's
than
police
any
chief,
time
Jim
in our
McDonald,
history.
anticipated a
And that
turnout of tens of
oligarchic
thousands,
form of
a
society
number that appeared to be met.
created a
Following a largely peaceful day, law enforcement officers dispersed demonstrators in a small section of downtown Los Angeles, using pepper balls, flashbangs, and less lethal projectiles, while guarding government buildings. Police reported that some protesters threw bottles, rocks, and shot fireworks. The day's events were also marked by a tragic incident in Minnesota, where two Democratic state politicians were shot, one fatally, in what President Trump suggested was a targeted attack. As a result, no Kings events across Minnesota were canceled, while law enforcement searched for the shooter. In Texas, authorities temporarily evacuated the state capitol complex in Austin due to threats against state lawmakers who planned to attend a No Kings protest. A suspect was later arrested in LaGrange, according to the Texas Department of Public Safety. Approximately 2,000 No Kings events were planned nationwide, spanning from the West Coast to Miami and from the Midwest to New England. Organizers intentionally excluded Washington, D.C. from the main protest, aiming to highlight demonstrations in other parts of the country. Despite this, about 200 protesters gathered near the White House. In Louisville, Kentucky, thousands of participants sang in unison and cheered motorists who honked their horns in support. U.S. Senator Bernie Sanders reported drawing over 500 people in Stowe, Vermont, at a protest aimed at opposing the authoritarianism that has taken hold of our country. Before you go, tell us, what's your take on today's news? Share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video if you found it helpful. You're watching Finance Daily Reports, your source for global finance and politics. See you soon and have a nice day.